How's your financial plan holding up? Have you looked? Are you a member of the right capital team here? Have you checked out your own plan given that the markets are down? S&P 500 is down about 28.5%. We're that close to being the 30% barrier. I think 30% is a magic number because 20% and above happens all the time. It's 30%, which doesn't happen very often. It's and if you can withstand a 30% decline in this quick, small time, we're talking, what, 3 weeks? This is crazy. This is crazy. It's it's phenomenal. I don't say that like I don't, like when you say it's incredible, it doesn't mean it's a good thing. It's phenomenal, it doesn't mean it's a good thing. It's just it's something unprecedented. It really is. And so now you can all say, for the noobs in this, you can say you have been through something that's is unprecedented for the most part, at least since my life. And I've been through a lot of these kind of things. Never this quick, never this dramatic. And are we out of the woods? That's always a question. Are we out of the woods? I don't know. You don't know. I don't know. I tend to think we are. I do. 30% declines don't happen very often. And when they do, they have to have something dramatic. The coronavirus is not that something dramatic. It's just not. And again, it will have a damper on the economy for sure. For probably good, Q1 will probably go down a little bit relative to the third month of Q1. Q2 will be certainly starting on a wrong foot, that's for sure. But then after that, it's going to be freaking hell's bells. It's going to be balls to the wall. It's going to be the economy come roaring back. Soon. Yeah, it might be in a month. Who knows? But look to see. But I don't know. We don't know. I have no clue. You have no clue. But if you look at your right capital software, and you're looking at the numbers right now, it still says you're in pretty good shape. And when I say pretty good shape is 75% success rate. Now that assumes, again, that you haven't adjusted your spending downward, all right, as you age. So 75% simply means that you have your spending is increasing incrementally each and every year with inflation. I guess I should say if it's 75%, even if you have adjusted downward, that's fine too. I don't want to, I need to say that as well. So if your plan shows a 75% or higher success rate, and given the right capital numbers that I use, which is a 7.5% for stocks, 3% for bonds, and 1% for cash from now until the end of your life, when you're down 30% right now, man, you're a pretty good place, man. I use 5% increase for healthcare each and every year, a 3% cost of living increase, i.e. that your bread costs 3% more each year, and then a 2.6% increase in Social Security. I'm pretty conservative on all these numbers. People always get fired up about Social Security. Social Security has an average 2.6%. Yeah, neither has Medicare costs average 5% either. I just go off what the SSA says and the CMS. The SSA is the Social Security Administration. CMS is the Centers for Medicaid and Medicare Services. And if you want to use otherwise, well, my software, I don't do that. That's what I use because that's what literally the most legitimate entities that control those two levers say. And people say, well, you shouldn't use 2.6 for Social Security. I say, okay, well, if we're not going to use 2.6, we shouldn't use 5% for Medicare increases either, health care. Anyway, so check your plans, my friends. This is a good time to do it. This is a good time to do it. This will make you feel a little bit more confident in your overall planning. And I think I don't know what your plan says, but I think you'll like what you see. I mean, I hope. I don't know. I don't know your specific plans. But when I run plans for people, we've already taken this into account. We've taken, that's the one good thing about the Monte Carlo, which I do like. It takes consecutive years into account of bad returns. Now, the drawback is Monte Carlo can't use a fat tail black swan, but it kind of does. I mean, if it takes 73, 74, and 2000 simultaneously, that's pretty significant. That's a black swan for the most part. I mean, that's a pretty significant event that's not likely to happen, and the Monte Carlo can take that into account. It's just a random sequence of returns. Sometimes it could be you retired in 1982. sometimes you retired in 1973, followed 1973 and 74 from 2000, 2001, and 2. Again, that's never happened like that before, but the Monte Carlo can kind of show you, again, it's not the black swan or fat tails. It's more of the worst case scenario from historical numbers. We don't know what's going to be like in the future, but from historical numbers, it can pretty good, a very good gauge, especially with the numbers I'm using: 7.5% rate of return on stocks, and 3% on bonds. So make sure you have double check it. You gotta make sure you're still looking good. If not, well, we have some thinking to do. All right, we'll see you.